Hey everybody, welcome back to FinBear channel. Today we're going to go over AMC Entertainment Holdings. Its stock ticker is AMC. It is the home of the apes, that and GameStop, of course. This is where the huge momentum of movement is happening. This is the battle front for all those that are in this financial protest against all the financial treason that has been happening against the American people and the global population as a whole, again, from the one percenters, from those market makers. And just real quick, we're going to do our zoom out before we zoom in because it's Sunday and we want to get ready for that trading week. As I've said before, technical analysis during a squeezable, high momentum, high volatility play is not always going to be as accurate as it would on a more organic moving stock, but there's still some insight that can be had from it because it still will stay within some lines. So now we're zoomed out here on the weekly candles. I just think it's so pretty to look at. Look at the moves we have made. This is what buying and holding this is what 4.1 million individual retail shareholders buying and holding looks like. How awesome is that? It's so good sometimes to just zoom out and see that because it's hard. When you're in the trenches and you're looking at that 5-minute candle or the 1-minute candle or even that hourly candle and you're seeing your portfolio go from up 50,000 down to 30,000, or it could be, up $100 and down to $20, whatever it may be, that is a huge psychological thing happening to you. And it's so important to zoom out and see where it came from to remember where you're going, especially with this stock. This stock I treat differently than probably any other stock. A good amount of my holdings is in this stock. I have sold from other assets that I had that were performing well. Genesis, which is still performing well, I pulled from there my profits to put into this because I believe in the protest. There's a huge population of us apes that, yes, we are here to make some money and make life-changing, not just life-changing, generational life-changing money from this protest. It will be a catalyst and snowball into other opportunities for apes and retail traders to get into after receiving the gains from this. But also, most importantly, the ideology behind it and fundamentals for us apes is we want to show that we have power, that we have a voice, and that we can do to them what they've done to us for eons. So there's my little soapbox moment. How pretty is that? Let's look at the technicals now that I've said all my little fluffy stuff. Okay. As we can see here, RSI is trucking. Look at this. Higher high, lower high. This doesn't even matter to me because, again, this is the weekly chart. It's just overall, that is a good bullish RSI trend. RSI has hit its highest. It's actually leveled out the past 2 weeks, it looks like. 88.3 to 89.57. So it has continued to go up. It's a minute amount. It could be a sign of divergence upcoming. Not gonna lie, but again, like I said, technical analysis is not always as accurate in these type of plays as they are in others. But don't freak out if price does go down because we know overall what's really happening here. And remember, RSI can go to 100. There is still room to run. It might peak up here. It might dip down like it did here. And guess what? Even though it dipped down here, it ran back up. Even though it dipped here, it ran back up. We're not done here. There are 4.1 million individual investors in this stock alone that are on a mission to buy and hold. As you can see here, the stock has crossed over. But as you see here, also the stock crosses over for short amounts of time. But even from this point right here, actually back here, but this point right here, it's been steadily increasing and it is not in overbought territory yet. And this is the weekly chart. So this tells me that there is still opportunity, there is still room. It might have to reset just a little bit, which it has been doing last week. We saw some lows here, some highs, but we are still doing that steady, healthy growth for what this squeeze is. Let's look at the hourly candle chart. So now we see here that price action went all the way up here into almost the 70s, and then it came back down. And here we've been just teetering, doing our little thing. But notice how strong this area of support has become. That is super important, everybody, because the more touch points it has, the stronger that support line is, especially on the larger scale candles. If this right here was the 5-minute candles and it was touching in a short period of time like crazy, that's telling you it's going to go down. When it's at hourly or daily or higher, that's actually telling you this is a strong level of support. It's now hit up here on the Bollinger Band. So pre-market tomorrow morning could show us what's really going to be happening next week, where it could boom up and start doing a nice steady ascension out of this channel. Out of this, actually, it's like a this way, like a wedge. I would love for it to break out of that and really see some great things happening for our momentum. I also saw around on, I think it was Facebook, so there was something that said that on the 25th, reverse repo, feds are going after big banks for almost $1 trillion that was loaned out that now needs to be returned. Margin call. We can hope. We can only speculate. I don't know. You don't know. The American people don't know. Nobody knows. But it's always fun to speculate, like, ooh, is this going to be the moment? And that's what every ape has been hoping and waiting for since the moment they got in, be it last year, January, March, last week, 2 weeks ago. All you bag holders at 70, we are coming for you. Please use discretion, though, when you're on these YouTube channels and the Facebook pages and Reddit and stuff, when they tell you when to sell. If somebody's telling you when to sell, they're not your friend. They're not your friend. You have to do what is right for you, that would make sense for your investment plan. The only thing I personally would ask, as from one ape to another, or from an ape to any investor out there, is if and when you do sell, and actually no, when you do sell, because we're all going to sell at some point, we know that, don't share that you sold. Don't show your gains. Wait until everything is done. Just because it's psychological. This is more than making money for so many people. That yes, we were happy for your gains. We were happy for your profits. We were happy that life-changing money happened for you. But we are looking for global change in the system. And so that can really get to us. And the best way to support those apes in this protest, it's like Occupy Wall Street, or like those Million Man Marches. That is what's happening here. This is our front line in our protest against all the illegal things and the cronyism that has been happening at Wall Street and beyond. There's so many interesting things going on, and just help support each other with that. But again, don't listen to anyone if they tell you what your sell point is. If they tell you when to take profit, they're not your friend. Okay, I will never tell you when to get out. I might share when I get out, but again, my reasoning will be different than your reasoning. You won't know why I'm getting out. You may have gotten in at 60, and if I get out at 70, which I'm not, I didn't still hit 70 anyhow, but just, for example, if you got in at 60 and I say, hey, I'm getting out at 70, I might be getting out at 70 because I've been in since $5. I'm like, I'm good. Or my car broke down and I need the money because something happened. So don't always just follow blindly what other people are doing. Build your trade model. Build what makes sense for you. Do your due diligence, and just don't trust blindly, because this is one of those interesting situations where more information is better for you, and you also want to get rid of the noise of when people are just giving their personal opinion and they're trying to get you to follow their opinion, because that's not safe. And I want you to be safe. I want you to be successful. I want you to grow. I want you to learn from my past mistakes. So that's it. I hope this was helpful and informative for everybody out there. I'm always bullish on AMC. I literally went to AMC 3 times this week to watch a movie. That is how you can really support the Ape Nation and AMC, is actually help the company stay afloat. Because believe it or not, even when this stock price rips and moons and the MOAS happens, the mother of all short squeezes happens, this stock could be well worth, and this is speculative, could be well worth 500K floor, like everyone says, right? If and when that happens, if we are not actively supporting AMC Entertainment theaters, they could still go bankrupt, even if the stock price goes up. And we don't want that. We like the stock. because we like the company. We like what it stands for. We like cheap movie date nights. Who doesn't like going to the movies? It is a rite of passage for kids to grow up and go to the movies without their parents and with their friends. We want to maintain that part of Americana, really. Like that is such a cool, integral part of what makes this nation what it is, on the good side, right? So that's so important. So please go out there, sign up for the stubs, get those rewards, go see movies. They have discount Tuesdays. That is an amazing way that you can support this company and support apes, even if you don't own shares, because that's the ultimate thing, is we want to save this company. And they are doing amazing things right now. They're fundamentally sound and safe for at least the next 4 years, but we want to get them beyond that. We don't want to have our future generations lose that piece of nostalgia. I mean, our kids don't even have toy stores really anymore to go to. What happened to Toys R Us? Remember that feeling you had going to Toys R Us and just playing with the toys and just feeling like a kid? This is part of that, and that's what I'm holding on to. And I've rambled like crazy and made a long video, even though I keep trying not to make long videos. Do amazing things, do great things out there. Please hit the like and subscribe, and just go out there, have an awesome time, breathe in that great energy, put it back out to the world, and let's go make some money.